blah blah blah, good and stuff like that. We're back. We're on Footfall. We're clearing out the rest of Footfall today, and yeah, no, really quick. That's it. Also, I made a decision. We are going overseer with Pascal, and we're going Cyber Eagle. I think, yeah, no, we're doing that. By Bates. Which one is it? Strafe. Strafe is the only one. And on Cassia, we're going.
You are in the presence of House Orselio.
On Cassia, we are going Master Tactician. Okay. Where we left off last time was we have a few things to go through and stuff like that, yeah.
Some grand-looking folks we have here in the Adeptus now. Hey, wanna buy me a drink?
No. No, we don't. Really don't. We're doing Jay Hadrian's quest as well.
You have no idea.
I just might. That's the second bottle you've downed.
Jai Hidari. Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want?
I want his helmet. I want his fucking helmet.
I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
Who'll give you grief, all right? Get out!
I want his helmet.
Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Hidari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen? Have we met somewhere?
Yeah, we have.
Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Call me Seb.
Well then, here's to our meeting. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall himself. Jai Hidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
What kind of cargo was stolen from you?
Goods of incredible rarity, Shireen.
Okay.
But it's not just that. 24
Ordinary smugglers do not dress so ostentatiously or behave so brazenly, and they are unlikely to spoil the mood of the Liege of Footfall with their mere appearance. This woman lost many people to obtain these rarest of goods, and to get them back, she turned to Vladane Takara, the patron of all coal trade in the Expanse. Her cargo can be nothing other than Xeno artifacts, creations of the enemies of humanity, branded with heresy.
Are you asking an upstanding citizen to be party to trafficking of Xeno
I
artifacts?
thought we were on the same page from the start, Shireen. Please accept my sincerest apologies if that is not the case, and allow me to explain myself. If I had told you directly, you would have become, shall we say, complicit. But since those illicit words did not escape my lips, you would hypothetically be agreeing merely to help me recapture a few containers. And if the Aji suddenly decided to thwart our plans, then all the Void Dogs would be unleashed on me alone. My sincerest wish was to protect you from any unnecessary trouble, Shireen. I swear, by the Exalted One.
Wish I asked a few questions.
Ask as many as you wish, Shireen. Trust is the key to
What do you need help with?
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on Footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters.
Okay, fair enough.
When I asked the Liege for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladimir, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need.
Jay appears to be a serious operator on Footfall. The Liege's refusal to help means the loss of a potential ally. So Jay is encroaching on his turf. If Vladimir is not responsible for the disappearance of Jay's cargo, he will certainly benefit greatly from it.
Hey, Vlad wants to keep cargo out of your hands. And I want to put him in his place.
May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house.
Okay.
Right. Here. That's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo. Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There in the depths you'll find a small...
Okay. So that's fixed.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
The decanter used to contain a cheaper musk, which, for the sake of
We are
attractiveness,
going to talk to
the
him.
flabby
Allow me to introduce myself. Gordei Skadov.
He is
What a
talking
curious
about his
Footfalls
full...
found.
emerged.
It is no. And what did I see?
So then ink and paper too can lie and cause pain.
Cassia sighs sadly.
Does this mean that all I have ever read about will one day disappoint me with the ugliness of reality?
But aren't you an architect of history?
Gordia
Be that as it. I'm poor as a.
Riddles.
A flash of burning, almost childish
You know,
curiosity
well,
brightens
discover
Cassia's.
yourself.
I have, of course. But I'm an old man who is blind in one eye and can barely move his legs.
Tell me the leads.
The first the second and that's all I know.
Okay.
Know your duty.
The menu system of the Adeptus Amoscus looks eerily similar to the design of the internal scan of the fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cogitator left over from ancient times.
Yeah, and he takes out his gun and... by the throne, that's him, isn't it? The poor sap who got his tongue cut out by the Anvers. Yep, we are dealing with the Anvers today as well.
We shall reclaim
The
what is
upholstery of the
rightfully
dirty sofa
ours.
moves slightly.
The
A
Emperor
soft hissing can be
gave
distinctly
me
heard
a
from the
vision.
depths of the furniture.
Okay. We have one thing over here as well to pick up. Pascal 97.
Unlocked.
Don't mind if I do. Okay. We are going to the Shadow Quarters, yes. Going to continue clearing up and fixing up and doing all that stuff. We have the Anver, we have Jay's quest in here. We're then going to go to Vlad, talk to him, and get the Pestilence area unlocked, and we're going to fix that as well. Okay. First, we do Jay's quest. I want Jay in the party.
Among the stars.
No offense, but I want to replay Corrupted. No, this is... You are seeking the right path, okay? That is the goal anyway.
This is out of the ordinary.
The container is sealed shut on all sides. You notice the remnants of metallic tags that have been cut.
find watchers over us.
Is aiding a smuggler
The
an
container is
endeavor
filled with
worthy of
something
a
heavy.
rogue
It is
trader?
difficult to discern what it is exactly.
Actually, yeah.
Do you have business with me?
Yes. Can I help you?
Heresy grows from idleness. I won't suffer this. This is beyond me. We are bound by the blood of martyrs. The impure cannot escape their fate!
Show them no mercy.
Okay. What is that? Curse of Frost. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Bella's first, then Jay's assistant, then the servitor there, then Jay, then Seb. Okay, fair enough. Keep Bella. Hey, Bella is there. Jay's assistant. Agatha. There, I think.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. Trust me. I shall not fail.
Out of my way.
Okay.
Kill the ash mags. Aim for the fuel barrels, they go up just beautifully. And then stand well back.
Why is it... I thought Cassia was further along. Okay, fair enough.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Why can't you use
Do
that?
not dare ask.
Unavailable? Oh, fair enough, that makes sense.
That is foolishness.
Is that my blood?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay, armored bandit, armored bandit specialist. Fug.
Your end is nigh.
No. Good Gunnies.
I will not be deterred. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Shotgun goes brr.
I can't allow myself to do this.
I need to refill.
And so shall it be done.
I need to refill.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I need to refill my grenades. Stun.
The navigator is coming. I am a navigator, not a servitor. If only that were possible. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? Die with grace, at least.
Yeah, it's not bad.
If I may?
I took care of this one. It will be done. Indeed.
Oh,
Setting target parameters for tech familiar units. Running back override.
Let's get to it.
Sam's actually really fucking tanky.
Let's make it quick.
She would have been dead if it was anyone else, I think.
This goes against the tenets.
Shireen,
Watch my
take
back.
cover away from the barrels.
Fair fight fair.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Okay, we are
I'll do it.
going like that. Okay, so we have there, we have there. Okay, so
As the Emperor commands, I act. I am his will made manifest.
I'll do it.
As the
Come on.
Emperor commands, I act.
really?
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Rejoice in service. Actions will speak louder than words. The Emperor commands. I will not be deterred.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. It will be done.
Request denied. Computation fails.
Missed, I presume? Yeah.
Hold on.
Scared yet?
My ears are ringing.
I am your blade and shield. My blade whispers your name. As honor ordains. As the tenets demand. As honor ordains. The shadows will see it done.
How many 16 stacks of leading?
See the servitors? They're slow, but they hit hard. Don't let them get too close.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens! Rejoice in service. Action! I am but a vessel for the higher purpose! Rejoice as I step towards our ultimate victory.
Sorry, Abelard.
Not be deterred.
What is that? Perplexed. I want, like, there's one thing I actually want. I want a mod or something that just makes it so you can see where you get the debuffs from.
Doubt it.
That debuff is not getting removed. Okay.
2, 3, 5. Thank the Exalted One, those Ashmags didn't have time to make off with anything yet. And done.
Jay removes her hand from her ear and turns to you.
We're good. Now how about we relocate to a more pleasant and private space to discuss the details of our deal, specifically, payment for your efforts.
Hope your vaunted wisdom is worth the trouble.
Jay opens her mouth.
Stop right there, in the name of the Liege.
The gaunt, pale-skinned man in grimy clerical robes glances at you, and immediately falls to his knees obsequiously.
Your Excellency. Please forgive my vehemence, most noble Zeb. I never expected to encounter such eminent persons in this corner of Footfall.
Most Noble Excellency?
Jay purses her lips slightly and shoots you a...
I am Viladame Tokara's personal agent.
The man hesitates, choosing his words carefully.
I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the lands of Footfall, horrendous xeno-heresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium.
He looks at Jay.
I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Zeb.
It is too great a coincidence that the Liege's representative should arrive in the Shadow Quarters just after Jay has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problems with the shipment over the Vox, and not to just anyone, but to the Liege's personal agent. Vladimir Tokara knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself, and get rid of Jay if he could. Behold, the grubby, underhand struggle between cold traders. And had it not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Vladimir might have succeeded.
This cargo belonged to the von Valentius dynasty. Is Lord Tokara trying to encroach on the property of the rogue trader?
No, no. Your ladyship, I beg you to forgive this wretched serf. A terrible misunderstanding. 1,000 apologies.
Jay watches him hurry away, then looks at you.
I wish I could see Viladame's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Listen, Zeb. I'm genuinely sorry about this confusion. Viladame and I have had our difficulties, but I never thought he'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner, at least, not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen, my gang, and I would already be floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids.
A rogue trader could use someone with your talents and connections, Jay. We'd like to see you in my retinue.
Exalted One bless you and your entire dynasty. I wouldn't say no to marking the occasion properly. It's not every day you embark on a brilliant new business partnership. Daman Zeb, if it is indeed your wish to let this heretic into your retinue, then allow me to carve a vow of service into her tongue. Let the pain prevent her from uttering words of deceit and remind her of obedience. Don't even think about it, you crazed Casca, unless you want me to add a few extra bits of lead to the metal adornments on that sulky mug of yours.
Abelard gives you a look of reproach.
You sully the von Valancius name by inviting people like her into your retinue, Lord Captain. The decision is yours, but do not be surprised if unsavory rumors start to spread on Footfall.
Argenta regards Jay.
It is a strange circle you are forming around yourself, rogue traitor. Sister Argenta.
Jay gives her an almost lecherous once-over.
I've heard all about your deeds on Footfall, but I never would have guessed there was an angelic beauty behind all the idle gossip. And while we're at it, Shireen, when were you going to reveal your true identity to me?
Jay cocks her head to one side curiously.
I am infinitely flattered by your attention, but if I had known I was talking to a rogue trader, not an envoy of one, I would have shown some decorum.
I want to talk like normal people do. For a woman of my status, it's a rare treat.
That is so, human, your ladyship. I guess people at the top have a lot more in common with regular folk than some might think. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join your retinue. From now on, my knowledge and experience are entirely at your disposal. Oh, and one more thing, if you're interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the Von Valancius Protectorate a leg up, I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things, but once we get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare me a minute, Shireen.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Hey, we got a new pair of boots. I don't know what those pair of boots are, but yeah.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
What? What? Okay, yep.
The container is filled with something heavy. It is difficult to discern what it is exactly.
I need to look closer. Know your duty.
That should be all. And we have a few more stuff over here to loot. Okay. So. We are putting... What are we putting on you? Voice of command. We're going to switch around some things with Cassia as well. Unyielding beacon. Those are the new. Increase the wearer's movement by 3. Okay. There's really no, like, everything that is related to area of attacks is pretty much just where do we have it? There we have it. You're a full officer. Okay, finance now. Decent officer in general. We are going overseer. We're going serval skulls with you. That's consolidation. The start of the turn on allies. Okay.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Okay, that is another thing cleared.
You love to take charge, don't you?
Oh yeah, I forgot we have the funeral quest as well. I totally forgot about that one. But first, we are killing ourselves a few anvers. Do you actually need something more equipped? We are putting some grenades on you. Yeah, that's true. Commerce. I need a new chest piece, don't I? So I'm currently at 56% dodge with 20% armor. Can I get no dodge penalty at all from that? Lose 15, but I'm go up to 75% armor. Or 75% dodge. That is 25% armor and 70% dodge. Enforcer carapace. Looks just good looking. 75, 25. Okay. You are sticking with that, or should we put that one on you? Base armor property is 10% melee damage, immune to burning. You already have the cape. You're actually fairly good there. We put that on you, though. Yeah, that's just more armor for you. And immune to fire. Immunity to burning, yep. 30% armor. 3+ extra wound, agility parry. You're 100% dodge. If I put that on you, you're 105% dodge. That's not bad. Not bad. We can't really put anything better on you. Like the 7% armor and two tech use is really good. So I think we're sticking with you on that. Run and gun. What do you actually have? You don't have anything, so run and gun goes on you then. And we're using a collision damage thing on you. That is making everything. It's making a lot of difference, honestly. Parry, melee, dodge reduction, immune to damage of the wearer's grenade. You could make your argument in putting this on him. Yeah, no, that's 100% useless. It's not going to do anything. Killing an enemy within one range. Increase critical chance of range attack. Depend on fellowship instead of intelligence. No, that's absolute dog shit for you. We're going to fill up J-Hedrin with gear and stuff like that slowly but surely. They regain a wound? No. It's better to put that on a glass cannon like Cassia. I'm really lacking in the armor department, or armor penetration department, am I not? I'm so tempted of just throwing a greatsword on her, because I know how good the greatsword is on her. But I kinda don't want to do it. On critical hit, this gains a stack of laceration. For each stack of laceration, all attacks this sword deal. Like, there is something special about a big giant sword. You are 15 armor. Okay, so if we can put one of these on you, that's actually good. 32 armor. You are just a monster in general when it comes to coercion and stuff like that. But that's actually a fair point. What is your background? Biography. We can't actually get your background. You're a iconoclast though. Imperium Homeworld Cold Trader. Okay, so gunslinger, while Jay is fighting with weapons in both hands. The attacks from the second attack. Yeah. She's good. Cold Trader, attempt resistance, exploration, and 2 times reputation level to tech use. Yeah, that's good. Why can't
walk this path to the
I want more origins? I'm not going to lie. I want more origins in this game. Some more interesting origins. I want more classes in general, but okay. Yep, where else going in?
The man with a shaggy.
You already know the answer, heretic.
Argenta grasps her weapon.
If you have something to say, then say it.
I will. Your time has passed. All of you, bureaucrats, the Casbolica. Do you even know what our name means, outsider? Footfall calls us the Enver. They do not stop to look, listen, learn.
The man pauses, then half closes his eyes and proclaims in crude but clear High Gothic.
Auxilio non veniat. Help will not come. The maw has closed, the Coronis expanse is on its own now. A new era has come, and we are its sovereigns.
Before the faithful.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Hey, Cabela is first, then it's the gang over there, then it's Stan, and then it's those people. Okay. You're going for that one there. Okay, so Cabela, Anwer, Agatha, Anwer.
The other side awaits. Trust me. As honor ordained, death is a blessing.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Okay. Okay, so who is it now? You. Okay.
Guided by
Going
faith.
to remove you from the exfoliation.
I'll do it. I will not. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I can still fight.
That's bullshit.
Here we go. Activate calculated fury algorithm. Request.
Okay.
Initiating bioreformation protocol.
Even in the darkest moments.
Tech familiar activated.
Yeah, great work from you. Okay.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps. Your corrupt way has failed you. The Emperor, I am but a harbinger of the destruction. And so shall it be done. Actions will speak. I will not be deterred. Rejoice! Let my fury rain down upon thee! The Emperor commands.
Okay, it's just the ones on the other side. I can't really do anything with that. Ouch.
With unshakable faith.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
Doubt is for the weak.
Am I getting paid for this? Tell me, how did it done?
What do you have? Toxin and stuff like that on you. Okay, fair enough.
Follow my lead. At your beck and call. Indeed.
An offering of blood. Trust me. As
11 bleeds. Yep.
Explorers know one route.
You could do worse, but not by much.
Can I actually hit you? No, I can't. Okay.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our devotion. And so shall it be done. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us!
Turn that off and let the looting begin.
The Divine watches over us.
Yeah. It's not a fantastic thing, but it's something. The Anvil Chainsword. That's really good. Eye patch, 20 plus coercion, -5 on awareness.
Marching on.
I don't know who it was. I used that on one character. I think it was Jay actually.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
There should be something here if memory serves me right. Oh, goods on top of there. Oh! At the start of the wear turn, they gain 20% dodge until the end of it. That's decent. It's not something I'm going to actively use, though.
Know your duty.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
And I think this is the anvers fixed. The anver area taken care of. Hey, so that's fixed. We might need to do a bit of inventory management, but it's just... yeah. Like throw a bunch of these down and stuff like that. Take another
We
one.
shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
We are going over here. We're going over here. We're heading back. We're talking to Vladin and Vladin about opening up the area. We're also talking to Hermanius to get him to finish our quests with the heretic that we did last time. And yeah, I think that is what we need to do. Damn hiccups.
Let us walk this path to the end.
No, before we go here, we're talking with Hermanius.
The Emperor protects.
Your request has been fulfilled. The cultists in the shadow quarters has been cleared out.
A grim smile brightens his features, and he makes the sign of the Aquila.
I hope that their suffering was commensurate with their deeds.
What are you doing on Footfall?
What am I doing in this den of blasphemers, pagans, and the vilest of souls, you mean to say? Well, Footfall is the first and last stop in the Coronis expanse. It is the point of arrival for those who have just started on their path, and it is also where those who are reaching its very end return, their souls wounded and bleeding. Furthermore, rumors from across the entire sector amass on Footfall. The path, I bear another, darker duty. The expanse is filled with the tainted creations of Let me see.
Okay, so we got the first rank. Enforces helmet, haunting scream, now suffers penalty to their willpower test against this ability. Okay, that's a good one, honestly. Imperial Scroll. Not really super. We want that though. We want that. We don't have enough profit factor for it yet, but that's the thing we want. Reputation. Sword Ascending. We are not using any of those. We can use those for other things. Damn it, I wanted that. I wanted the Heavy Bolter. That was one of the things I actually wanted. not going to make use out of those. And to cargo. And to cargo. That will put us 3,000. Really? No, we're doing that. Add to cargo. The first melee attack in combat cannot be dodged or parried. Okay.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Doubt is the first step toward heresy. Deliver your weak minds from thought and direct all aspirations of the soul to the service. Greetings, your ladyship. I don't mean to hurry you, but I do hope that our deal...
Vladane notices Jay standing behind you.
Vladame, Vladame, you must have thought you were the only one on Footfall who knew how to make friends.
Jay shrugs and, ignoring Jay, Vladane pointedly addresses you.
I'm sure your ladyship had reason for getting mixed up with a small fry like her. Perhaps you were amused by her false promises of quick profit. Or some more intimate aspects of such relationships. In any case, that's none of my business.
Jay has joined
Just
the
remember
retinue to
here on
atone the
Footfall,
misdeeds to the Emperor.
Glory to the exalted one who cares.
Vladane grimaces in vexation.
In my experience, people like her tend to turn a new leaf only when the door of the airlock shuts behind them, and...
Cabela gives him a thin smile.
You are far more interesting than you seem at first glance, Leech.
Vladane responds with a vague smile of his own.
Yes, I am the most amusing man on this station, my lady.
I did what I could. I found and neutralized the Anvil's agitator-in-chief.
That is a truly outstanding accomplishment, your ladyship. Footfall can now rest easy. At least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known.
What's happening in the Shadow Quarters is why is there in quarantine?
Oh, that.
He grimaces.
Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic. Or perhaps the two families that started it all just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. The best solution here is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself.
I wish to help the people in the quarantine zone. I will have medicine delivered to them from my ship.
I can't bar you from doing so. But I can't help but note that it's not the wisest course of action. With all due respect, your ladyship. Then I won't take up any more of your time. Greetings, your ladyship. I don't mean to hurry you, but I do hope that our...
Don't mind if I do. Commissar Boots. When the wearer chooses an ally, the target of their ability, the wearer immediately gain 1 movement point. The target ally... Yeah, it's fucking 50! Oh my... I saw the profit factor cost for it. 50? It's really good, but 50? The wearer coercion. Okay.
The divine watches over us.
We are going to the quarantine zone, the quarantine zone, the quarantine zone. The funeral, I'm going to put a weight on that. Why? I don't feel like doing it. It is something, a certain boringness to it. I don't really need it in any way, so I could just put a weight on it. Because I never really solved the end of it. And I kind of want to spend a bit of extra time doing that.
The foreman of Utility Crew 3 is whistling some jaunty tune.
to glory.
Okay, I guess I need to wait with that. Okay, fair enough. One of the reasons I want to get in there is for the simple reason it has the third part of the puzzle and stuff like that. So it's actually fairly good to get that out of the world. So if we got that done, we're going to the Void Docks and checking a few things there. But other than that, we are pretty much done with Footfall. It took us roughly 4 hours. To be fair, we haven't done the funeral and we haven't done the quarantine zone because that needs time from my understanding. Can't really do anything about that.
Form A/716B is valid for up to 11 hours from the placement of the stamp. You have submitted it after 14 hours and 8 minutes. Your cargo registration request is denied.
We're heading over here. I don't think we can do this, but I still want to see if we can. So there's Hendrix.
Access has been granted to the following options.
So we got a bit more. Yeah, we are already fairly high. We just need more profit factor, and we get profit factor by actually just playing the game. Plasma pistol is good. What was that? It's a accessory, right? It's accessory. It is scrap decay. It also grants free movement speed after using a med kit. Med kit costs 1. To be fair, we should probably be using. Don't really use melee attacks. We're going to take a few items from Cassie and put them on there. We wanted to talk to here, our arbiter friend, Solomon.
Thank you for responding to my request, Rogue Trader. I'm here on the orders of Marshal Strax to ask for your help. We are in pursuit of a TIE thief. We must board the thief ship, execute the heretic for his crimes, and return the sacred tribute to the protection of the Adeptus Arbites.
Fair enough.
The reward for your assistance in this matter will be the thief's frigate, the Heartless, which we will capture in the course of the mission.
It's a pleasure to see you, Solomon and Glado.
Glado, speak! Not every cybermastiff receives a personal greeting from a rogue trader. Such an honor warrants a response.
Why have you approached me and not when? I will accept Adeptus Arbites. What is the plan?
Captain Sargona and his flagship, the Heartless, are concealed in Mundus Nullius. The exact location can only be determined with your ship's augurs when we enter the system. The Heartless is escorted by a small flotilla. You'll need to neutralize it in order to capture the frigate. Our BT strike teams will land on the upper deck, while your boarding party handles the remaining bays. My squad of arbitrators will take on the most difficult and dangerous part of the operation. The ultimate goal is to capture the captain's bridge and interrogate and execute Sargona.
Tell me more about the ship.
The Heartless is the enemy flagship. It has been corrupted with inhuman technology, but you have the necessary resources to purge it of Xenos filth and make it serve the Imperium once more.
Okay.
I'm no expert on ships, but when I questioned the captains on Footfall about the Heartless, they were almost salivating as they listed its virtues.
We'll take it. We are taking it, aren't we, Shireen? It's a whole extra flagship and practically for free.
Doing the Imperium a service is worth more than satisfying any personal desire. Especially one as undignified as yours, Jai.
Purifying and removing a ship equipped with blasphemous modifications from the hands of apostates is the sacred duty of all servants of the Omnissiah and of the Emperor.
So you're offering me a ship I have to capture myself from hardly a profitable bargain, isn't it?
What I am offering is the coordinates of your future trophy and a team of arbitrators to help you take the vessel. You will be enriched, and you will be continuing the alliance formed by Lady Theodora with the Adeptus Arbites. It is for you to judge the value of this opportunity.
I see.
Solomon nods curtly.
I need information about the thief.
Stein, transfer the latest data. Bryce, hologram. This one has the complete file.
Give me a rundown of Sargona.
He is a former privateer and a fugitive psyker.
Okay.
At one time, he was involved in the cold trade and the supply of Xenos mercenaries, but his pirate habits got the better of him, and he started robbing his associates. Now, even among the criminal rabble, he is known as a nasty piece of work. Something of an achievement, you will agree. Sargona is cunning, cruel, and unpredictable.
Study the file.
Sentenced, Guido Sargona. Home world, unknown.
Confirm links,
Psyker.
Pelican, Sealer, the latest.
Speciality, pyromancy.
Okay. Study the hologram.
The image quality leaves something to be desired, but you can make out the criminal surfeit of augments and sumptuous clothing. There is some...
Shortly after the fall of Rakad Manoris, I questioned the Liege of Footfall. He supplied me with exhaustive information about Sargona and his ship, and gave the arbitrators full access to the docks. I suspect Takara's compliance stems from some bad blood between him and Sargona. Scum-eating scum. Nothing new there. As you wish.
I may have other matters to attend to en route to Mundus Nullis. Will you be able to accompany me?
No. I'm still on mission, and in your absence, my subordinates and I will be checking weapons and finalizing tactics for the assault. In other words, we will be wholly occupied with preparations.
Any tactical recommendations for the assault?
The task is relatively simple. Kill all enemies we encounter, and not let them kill us. The following call signs will be used for Vox communication during the mission. You will be RT1, and I will be DX1. I also request you use RBT sign language throughout. Non-verbal commands are faster than speaking, and will allow us to catch our target unawares.
Study the slate.
There are 24 basic commands, from head nods to combinations of hand gestures. Everything you need to quickly and efficiently communicate enemy position and numbers, and even coordinate joint attacks.
Yeah, what deal?
Good. Do you have any further questions?
No more questions. Board the flagship and await my command.
Acknowledged. Sargona.
Know your duty.
Hello, Henrix.
A familiar figure turns to you. Heinrichs van Kallax, interrogator of the Ordo Xenos, bows his head respectfully.
Honored interrogator, what a surprise. Did you, perchance, leave something in your cabin? Not at all, First Officer Verserian, I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail. But I thank you for your concern.
Oh, yeah. Master von Kallax, I know you could not resist my charms.
Heinrichs momentarily closes his eyes, as if your first remark has thrown him off and made him forget the speech he prepared.
Rogue traitor. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Rykad Minoris. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos that we're assuming were involved in the theft of the star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds, this time yours, Lord Captain.
Heinrichs clears his throat and begins in a pointedly official tone.
By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Coronis expanse, the rogue trader of House von Valancius is to take on board the agent of the Most Holy Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Calcazar.
Oh, I'm step closer and lower your voice. I'm glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Heinrichs gives you a ghost of a smile before his face takes on its usual expression.
If duty has brought you aboard the rogue trader's ship once more, then such is the Emperor's will. Welcome back, interrogator.
Thank you, sister. It is an honor to...
The Inquisition? Zeb, you never mentioned you socialized with such distinguished servants of the Emperor. I'll bet it takes someone truly remarkable to warrant such
Heinrichs glances at her and tilts his head slightly.
Mistress Hatery. Ever since my first visit to Footfall, I've been hearing about your colleagues and personal talents. But I'm afraid your full name escapes me. Would you kindly refresh my memory?
Laughter gets stuck in Jay's throat. She pales slightly, but still forces an apologetic smile.
I don't mind, Shireen. Let my full name remain naught but a stray sound to you, plain and uninteresting.
I must also deliver this to you.
Heinrichs pulls out a sealed letter.
The Lord Inquisitor specified that the contents of this envelope are for your eyes only. I would ask you to read it as soon as you have the time.
May the Emperor's faithful remain in his favor. Let me first express my condolences of the death of the most honorable Theodora von Valancius. Nevertheless, I elated to learn that the warrant of the rogue trader has been passed to a worthy, promising heir. These words are not hollow compliments, but rather Inquisition's official opinion of you in person. A fate would have taken the reign Valancius dynasty in the hours of dire when grim potent surfacing, duty bound to become the first sentinel who sees approaching threat. I hereby alert you that indeed coming our loyalty and resolve will be tested. People as you and I will become the pillars to unite the Emperor's frightened children, and I also greet you as my dependable ally. I assure you my favor from now on. You have the a trusted friend in the Holy Inquisition, the Emperor's representative, confident in whom you should be. Should the dark times ahead require you to make questionable choices, have no doubt that such incidents will be examined in exceedingly temperament fashion. The rules out the most radical forms. I have faith in you. Okay, fair enough.
That is everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship? Or do you still have business on Footfall? Whatever the case, I can either wait for you on board or accompany you as part of your retinue.
Okay. We are now done with Footfall for a bit. We're going back here after we've cleared Janus. And that might actually be fairly quick.
Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied.
Okay. That's good to hear.
Cassia makes a quick nervous gesture, adjusting the adornment over her third eye.
I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route to Dargonus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no...
Okay.
Argenta angrily chops the air with the side of her palm.
Now we can be certain that problems with astropathic communication in the Coronis expanse are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the key worlds of the Von Valancius Protectorate as soon as possible. I am talking about Janus, Dargonus, and Kiavagama. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step.
Abelard, what is your opinion? Which world should we deal with first?
Abelard strokes his beard for a few seconds before giving a hesitant reply.
Rediscovering the agri-world will supply your protectorate with something none of your servants can do without: sustenance. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. Just look at Footfall in its current pitiful state. On the other hand, I am concerned by the rumors concerning Kiavagama. There have been no problems on Janus for... I trust I do not have to explain the capital world? Losing it would make us the laughingstock of the other dynasties.
Very
Besides,
well.
the loss of
Of course it's
chronicles
clear,
and ledgers
Johnny.
would spell a bureaucratic catastrophe, so all three systems are equally vital to the Protectorate.
6. Very well, our course is clear. Do my officers have any other issues that require immediate attention? That is all, Lord Captain. The vessel and the crew await your instructions and are ready to depart Footfall immediately, should you so desire.
Okay, we're doing a bit of talking here.
Greetings.
Strange would...
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask...
Let's go right
Argent-
away. Yep.
Argenta
If thou seest of... For...
When Argenta finally opens her eyes.
Please... That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. Yes. The description... But... Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend, no one knew its actual whereabouts. And suddenly, I, myself named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at that moment that it was a portent, that I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was a portent revealed to me personally, can't you see? I told Reverend Hieronymus the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage, it was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on her remains and the relic, it would have been a sign that I truly had been blessed with the saint's favor.
You were the only one realizing it. What were you doing dealing once the planet has been described to you? Then the secret was yours and no one else. Its decision on what to do about it. Understandable, searching for your destiny and a place in the world is a special matter, a personal one. You either succeed at it or you don't.
Argenta looks at you, somewhat surprised.
I thought that I had been called, that finding the ship was my destiny, my place in the world. Perhaps there is something to that.
You mentioned something called the One Star. What is that?
Apologies, I got so carried away I forgot to explain. The One Star is the relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the Order Pronatus, and we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiography at times calls it a banner, or a set of armor, or a blessed chain sword. One thing is certain, it was a beacon of righteousness, and it was lost with Argenta's death.
Imagine Theodora was
Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her.
What happened
Defeat.
next?
Argenta says bitterly.
What I didn't... The words...
She
I
fought
didn't
and
connect
fought
these
and
events
fought.
at first. The cultists on Footfall. The cultists on Solace Prime. The cultists attacking the ship and Kunrad's betrayal. What if these are all links in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of the Von Valencia servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my surge?
So, how did you manage to escape from the cultists?
Argenta hangs her head.
Theodora's people received the distress call, came to my rescue, and brought me aboard the ship. I barely remember what happened. When they arrived, I was already severely wounded, fighting back with whatever remained of my strength. I think I shouted that we had to go after them, but they didn't listen. They took me to the shuttle and pulled out. After that, it's all blackness. When I came to, we were already in the middle of a warp jump. Theodora had urgent matters to take care of, and she decided that she could clear out the planet at a later time.
That's why you didn't trust me before, right? No need to blame yourself. If the heretics really had wormed their way into Von Valentria's rank by then, they would have found the planet even without you going there.
I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet.
Okay.
Yes, rogue traitor.
Argenta looks you in
What
the eye.
did you find?
I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as a servant of the a woman who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultists on Footfall. although my opinion of you started to change even before then, back when you would... Do you remember? You didn't turn a blind eye to his misdeed, but you chose the right words. Yes. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead, the data that we collected in the cultist shrine on Footfall.
Argenta walks up and places her hand on your shoulder.
So be it, rogue traitor. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been
Okay, so that is that fixed. Pretty much she is looking for the holy relic. She is on a pilgrimage to do that. We are supposed to help her. It's one of those quests I never finished in all my playthroughs. I don't know if it's something weird, something special I need, or something like that. I do not know. But it is mildly infuriating. That's all I can say.
Lord Captain, we are once more within reach of the von Valencius Protectorate. Of utmost urgency is restoring communication with your planets and bestowing the wisdom of your decrees upon their stewards. Developing colonies.
I want to do one thing. Before I forget, we're having Jay in our permanent main party, so to say. And for that, I actually want to equip Jay with a few items. So we have Jay here. Cassia is here. I want those. I want those. And I want to put that on Jay. Okay, that is good. And where was the other one? That one? This is going to buff her immensely with her abilities. What shoes do you have on? I need to find you a good item for that, and I really don't know what to put there for you. I really don't know what to put that for there for you. Okay. If the wearer did not move, only temporary. If the wearer has conviction, iconoclast immediately gain the same number of. Okay. Now we go. Jay is geared up. We are now ready to go. So, key things here is
Lord Captain.
Every event is going to be triggered by this, and it's for better or for worse. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And every time you enter an act, it's going to be a lot in the beginning.
Lord Captain, if I may request your attention for a moment, I must report a series of highly dangerous violations that have taken place in the fuel compartment. The fuelers have founded a sect of some kind.
I should point out that there have been no incidents in the fuel compartment so far, and that the beliefs of the sect do not affect the obedience of the workers or their efficiency in any way. All assemblies are conducted strictly after our...
This matter is beyond my purview. Let Confessor Adalbert be the judge of...
A plump, rosy-cheeked old man steps forward, his voice deep and sonorous.
The Emperor protects, your ladyship. I can assure you that there is no heresy festering in the fuel compartment. The sect of the Fire Prophecies has been tested for purity and found to be in accordance with the creed. Their leader, who calls himself the Oracle of Fire, is devout and submissive to his servants. They do not twist the sacred teachings, and as for their chosen forms of worship, these are neither rare nor remarkable. Many such minor cults exist in the Imperium with the full approval of the Ecclesiarchy.
What? They're burning my Prometheum?
The amount of residue accumulated in the drainage tanks was so laughably small that it was not even worth recording. If there were any real misappropriation of the ship's resources happening here, I would have already punished those involved, Lord Captain.
The last sentence carries a faint note of regret.
Does this Oracle of Fire really make prophecies?
At least he and his flock believe that the Emperor reveals glimpses of the possible future to him in the sacred flame. Occasionally, his visions do come true, or so his followers convince themselves. We do not know whether the grace of the God Emperor truly lies upon him, or if he is merely a charlatan, or perhaps a blissful lunatic, or a wicked rogue who possesses psychic power not tempered by his will.
A croaking voice interrupts the confessor's words.
Lord Captain, as choir master of the Astropathic Choir, I must be watchful of any threats to the ship's safety originating from the Immaterium. I have heard rumors about this oracle, and so I have sent my adepts to see him. They assert that the man is a psyker. This man who speaks to the warp is a danger to himself and to the entire vessel. Both law and common sense dictate that he should be thrown into a holding cell, tranquilized.
We stand ready to carry out any order.
Oracle may for the Oracle in the holding cell and hand them over to the authorities at the first port. Throw this prophet out the airlock.
Yes, Lord Captain. By tomorrow, this cult will be forgotten, never to be mentioned again.
Hey, good. How is the system looking? Okay. I don't remember which system. Okay. We're not dealing with pirates right now. For a simple reason is I have not stacked up my ship and I don't remember what encounter that is. So we're not dealing with those right now.
As I am now fated to be your shadow, Domin Zeb, we must.
Will be there.
Thank you, Domin. I wish to inform you that the sacred rituals addressed to the spirit of the ship have been performed. The tech liturgy and the rite of the machine blessing ended with a Date meditation in order to. How the spirit of the void ship was able to call upon the power of the machine god and activate the warp drive remains an unknown. Yet, during my meditative ritual, the Omnisar gave me an equally valuable revelation. The sacred spirit that lives in the bowels of the ship's mechanisms differs from other analogous forms. This spirit holds a unique power that cannot be called anything less than a blessing of the machine god.
What does this mean?
Hypothesis: in extremis, the ship's spirit is capable of making unpredictable calculations and actions. It is impossible to predict how it will behave in any given situation, but I believe the spirit is currently showing obedience, at least for now.
Okay, thank you.
The Omnisar knows all, comprehends all.
Okay, so that's a drifting void ship from Kivagama, if memory serves me right.
A small human dwelling stands on this barren. To the Lord Captain's surprise, the old hermit turned out to be a navigator. And when the old man discovered the noble status of his visitor, he willingly recounted his tale. He had retreated to this planet long ago, back when he was still in his youth, after he had realized that his mind would not withstand frequent forays into the Immaterium, the realm of the Archenemy. The hermit spoke with pride about how he had worshipped the Emperor each and every moment of his life. But when he mentioned the golden light of the Astronomicon, his voice quivered. When his guests left, he stared after them for a long time, his gaze filled with sadness.
Another system cleared. I am actively not doing certain things because I'm planning to go back and doing them. That is what I'm currently planning, at least. That I... Persuasion? Are you my highest awareness character? Xenolore, Persuasion, Tech Use, Awareness 30. Awareness 40, Awareness 75, 30, 40, 30, 47. You might actually, yeah, you're 75 as well. So, yeah. You are my highest character. That doesn't make sense. I think this cloak is broken, and I don't know why. I think it's broken. 90 awareness, yeah. It's not rare for you to actually kill 5 enemies in a fight. The sad part is there's almost not enough enemies for you to kill.
Permission to report, Lord Captain. I keep receiving messages about strange behaviors in certain ships. Another watch aboard the Void ship has come to an end.
Okay, what's going on? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I think I know what it is. Yep. It is the Slaanesh invasion. I really need... I don't know what I actually would put there, though. That's a thing that bothers me most of anything. Like, all the ones I have are related to class-specific things or things like that.
Let the faith guide my path to glory. The impure cannot escape their fate.
I will fight if I must.
Minds exist only to be broken.
Okay. Demonette. Okay. We are going to do this.
Action! Your corrupt way has failed you. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Okay.
Vile delight. You accept it.
Emperor, protect me. Emperor, protect me.
Embrace excess. Burn.
Lesson learned.
My soul sings in
A
ecstasy.
tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Okay.
You have been judged and found wanting. I won't suffer this. I will not another step towards our ultimate victory. The Emperor commands.
I I've suffered worse.
I'll do what it takes.
Via delight,
Such a crippled in body.
Reduced to
Protect
dust.
me.
Emperor, protect me.
my soul sings in ecstasy.
I will do my duty.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! As the Emperor commands, I act. Strike is a prayer. I refuse. Eradicate it.
Yeah. Why do you only have 2 action points, is my question. That shouldn't be doing that.
My soul sings in
And so
ecstasy.
shall it be done.
Embrace excess. Burn monotony.
My ears are ringing. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Sweet
Ouch.
depravity.
Quick, quick!
At your beck and call.
Bam, bam. You know what?
Experience? Nothing matters more.
I bring mercy and retribution. As the tenants demand. Trust me. The shadow brings me no pleasure.
Not bad. Not bad. Could be worse.
No. As honor ordained.
Rejoice in battle!
I'll do it. Rejoice in service. May my wrath be thy undoing.
To the brink
I will not be deterred.
agony. Give in to sensation.
Death is a blessing.
For now. Emperor, protect me.
Oh, that's a lucky round, and you know it.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is imminent. It will be done.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Beep, beep. You missed? Okay, too bad.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable. Abide in the host of blessed creations of the Messiah.
Okay. And strike back, please. Okay. No.
As the killing brings me no pleasure. As honor ordained.
As the Emperor can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt is for the weak.
Rejoice in service.
yourself, Abelard.
Can I get a shot on you? No, I cannot.
My place is at the fore.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Okay, and we leveled up. Nice. Okay, so what do we have here? What do we have that can make the biggest impact? Parry. Okay. Critical damage, prone, burst, discipline. Gain versatility every turn. It is. Whenever the arch militant using a different type from the previous attack, valid types, single shot, melee attack, single burst, melee or range. The arch militant's weapon skill and ballistic is increased. Okay, fair enough. I need a way to stack versatility though. Versatility. Gain number of versatility strike critical damage. Nope, not interested. Exploit weaknesses. Custom to glory. Gain a stack of versatility. Increases critical hit chance until the end of turn. Okay. Arms master. Nope. There is something in here that grants versatility, I know that. Whenever granted a turn? No, there should be something else. Focal point, Havoc Gunner. Kick. Yeah, kick is the next ability we're picking up here. That should be able to start pumping up our versatility stacks a lot more. Can additional attack including... Okay. What have I favored? Ballistic skill, agility, steel forge, heavy armor. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Flash fire, wildfire, cost reduced 1 AP for every 3 instead of 4. Okay. Arch militant grant 1 stack of versatility whenever an ally grants the arch militant an extra turn. I think we're going discipline here. That's the thing that is the most useful for us. Like close quarter and adaptability. Yeah, they're great, but we don't have versatility stacking currently in a good way because we're using a shotgun most of the time. So we're going that. That's just... Each deck... I think we're going that one. It's just solid. Whenever a Vanguard hits an enemy with an attack of opportunity, the enemy must make an resistance on fail. Okay, fair enough. But I think this one. Yep. Honestly, I think that one. Always ready. I'm getting that one on the my other character as well, but in general I think that one is the best for us. Any Arch Militants burst attack and melee arrow attack. Arch Militants area of attack, both melee and range deflection. Discipline. Any ranged burst attack. I think this one is... key is we want to be able to... Wait. 35, 75. Yep. Okay.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Yeah, Drin didn't even make it into the fight. Sorry for her. Whenever an enemy suffers damage from a damage over time inflicted, okay. You suffer autonomy expert. The maximum number of wound from executioners depend on Medicaid instead of toughness. Medicaid? 75. That's actually really good for you. While moving, all bleeding enemies leave a trail of blood behind them. At the start of each round, all enemies suffering for damage over time inflicted by an executioner's incoming damage increased. Does it hurt? Frail plaything. Perfect autonomy. Executioner's armor is increased. Reprieve, sickness, tormenting, sprain. What? What? I'm looking. The first instance of damage dealt. Heart and body. Executioners also inflict 7 levels of bleeding from pushing an enemy. It is, yeah. It is probably going to be something here. An enemy suffers from any damage over time effect. Suffer. Bleeding very. Toxin. Like, it's the ones up here. And I think it's just whenever an enemy suffers damage over time. From the executioner, yeah. Autonomous, medkit, familiar wounds increased. Whenever the Cyber Eagle successfully attacked and obstructed. What is obstructed? Seven levels of bleeding. Dodge. Cost 1 less AP. Sharpened Talons. Cyber Eagle deals 5 more damage. I honestly, I would love if someone actually sat down and did a mod to sort the talents. Like, that has to be one of the more hideous things at all. And it's just like, it is just one of those things where it just, yeah. Uses whenever there were single ability, exact side power. Those granting extra turns. The serval skull, they are applied all relevant allies or enemies within a. If the overseer uses an ability granting an extra turn to an ally in the area, except finest hour. Okay. Yeah, no. There's no reason for not to pick that up. You buff like crazy. Okay, let's get out of here. Boom, boom. What is that? Okay, that's weird. We are probably going to click through another planet now. Okay.
A natural accumulation of irregularities on a solid planetary surface has been detected. Probability of occurrence of natural materials, high.
Foulstone.
Lord Captain, we have received a transmission from Foulstone. Or rather, it used to be. Some time ago, a transport vessel, the Nayuka, unloaded several thousand refugees from a planet belonging to rogue trader Winterscale. The Order of the Hammer has judged this invasion to be an act of aggression and is asking for your ladyship's protection.
We'll not abandon people people of the faith in distress. We're landing party on my shuttle. I'm taking the monastery under my protection.
As it pleases your ladyship.
6 core 11. That's our prayer.
Prelate Hectachius recalled the first missionaries to set foot on Foulstone's vast wasteland, led by their zeal for service, and Saint Cognatius, a man of great endeavors, a warrior and a wise artificer, never cowered behind the walls of a Librium, but stepped bravely into the darkness, carrying light in the palm of his hand, and he commanded others to do the same. And not only Foulstone but many other worlds of the Coronus expanse bear its imprint.
Profit factor, no, it's not worth it. I think we're going with the Iconoclast one.
Iconoclast +5. Humbly the Order of the Hammer heeded the God Emperor's confidant, and unsealed the airlocks, and opened the gate of its abode, and brought forth gifts of virtue to relieve the suffering of the ill-stricken.
All allies increase their lower. Wait. Divided by 15. So to get 10, I would need 10 more wounds. I would need 150 lore. That's a lot. So 5 holy gifts is 2,500 reputation. Critical hit against chaos ships. Don't really care about that, honestly. Security. So it's in between the Hammer of Dominion, which I think is the one we're going to go with. The holy gifts. I can take the duration rep. I actually want the duration rep. So I can't justify this. This is the one we're going with. $15,000 rep. 30 bureaucracy. Profit factor, yeah. Hallowed Railway. Mechanism. Explorators complacency. Whenever the wearer kills their target with melee attack. Okay, it's not. Duration. This is the same and this is the same. All ally. I'm not going to go dogmatic, so I'm probably going to go this one. The question is here. Charge ability deals additional damage equal to the willpower against Xenos and demons. It's not bad. Rogue Trader and their ally gain 20% damage against demons. 20% damage against demons. Not bad. Duration 5,000. Good tidings. Bone of Righteousness. Bonfire of Righteousness. Yeah, it's going to be this one, I think. I say as I haven't even completed the first one. Already explored, already explored. Okay, fair enough. My question is this: where are we going now? So we have gotten Foulstone, we've gotten that, we've gotten that. I would actually need a couple more levels. Oh yeah, here. So, Hadrin, Agatha, Pascal. Master of Etherics is awareness, yeah. And we have the highest awareness. You know what? Yeah. That ability is not something to joke about. You know what? Let's see if we can actually beat these fights. I'm really unsure about them overall. But they are in the beginning, so... Okay, it's just small destroyers. Okay, fair enough. This should be decently easy. Should be is keyword. Oh, we can just use one each time? Oh yeah, fuck that shit. That's dumb. Okay, so that's the cannon we have free. Can we, in good consciousness, get there and shoot that? Okay. Too bad. Okay. It has 1 HP. That's infuriating. At least it's not running away, I guess. Really? Double kill! I think the ship leveled up. We're fixing that. We're leveling up. Ship. Oh no. We're a tiny bit away from actually getting that. Short range macro cannon, 4 shots. I want my long range stuff. I enjoy my long range stuff. We need another prow cannon because we can't shoot both of these at the same time, it seems. Okay, let's do this then. I'm really like reluctant to do these battles because they have screwed me over several times. There are fights in the game I know I should not take without an upgraded ship because they will wreck you. You can cheese some of them, but a lot of them you can't really cheese. And you're just outside the range, that's annoying. Stay there. Yes, stay there. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. But okay. Ooh, that was spicy. A bit too spicy for me. Yeah, Eldari and Drukhari in the beginning are rough. They're rough battles, to say the least. Yeah, there's no question about it. They're rough. So we are going to go back to the bridge, and we are going to talk with Master Varisian. No, the High Factotum. We're talking with the High Factotum to sell the pirate things we just got. To maybe unlock some better weapons.
The High Factotum Janris Danroke greets you with a cool smile and the merest hint of a bow.
Pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. How may I...
Ordered shipping and transportation. Here we go. Reputation. And we want that. Really? 700? Okay. Even if we did, the first rank doesn't really have anything that is like, oh my god. Good. Just some decent things. We are going to get the rep for you, so we're getting this next rank, no question about it. While the wearer has 75% or more wounds, their deflection is increased by 3 and their parry is increased by 12. You can't use heavy armor, can you? No, you can't. Okay. That's interesting. Have a heavy flamer as well, but yeah, no. I think we traded in everything we can. Yeah, we have, the only thing we have is Promethean, and we are going to abuse that in another way. Dokora, Fellowship of the Void. I'm looking for like the necklace piece, and I'm trying to figure out what actually would be good for this. No, I do not want to deal with AI search. No. Rogue Trader Wiki. What is it actually called, that piece? Equipment, weapons, upgrades, items. No, it's not items, armors. Is it armors? Really? Light, no, it's not armors. Skills, no. Weapons, items, walkthroughs, progress, locations, companions. Yeah, that's actually a fair point. What is it actually called? Triumph archetypes? Yeah, no, it doesn't actually have a guide of what actually of of the ones. That's actually weird. I thought it actually would have all the items. What is that slot called even? Can be equipped. What is that slot called? If you look at it, what is it called? It doesn't have a word for what it's called. Okay, fair enough. Let's do a few more jumps and see where we end off. I'm not doing Janus today. We're sitting down and doing Janus fully in one day.
Lord Captain, I hasten to report the disturbing news brought to me by the machine spirits of the ship. The matter is extremely delicate and concerns Lady Cassia. You see, since her first day aboard, her presence has been a disturbance to the crew's way of life. If you'll allow, I have prepared a detailed report.
Deliver your report.
The first incident occurred immediately after our departure from Yorick V. The Lady Navigator chastised one of the ship's runners, after which he went to his living. After that, officers living near the Lady Navigator. I was also told about a conflict between the Lady Navigator and the Seneschal. Things are even worse with J. Haydari. I intercepted a vox cast in which she promised she would, and I quote, end that cask her if she ever saw her again. If I may, Lord Captain, the Lady Navigator's state of mind worries me. The warp jump went surprisingly smoothly. None of the deck officers on duty reported any incidents. However, a strange discovery awaited the Lord Captain when she returned to her quarters. The bed was unmade. The magnetic storm raging above the planet blurs the gaze of auger arrays. Only truly powerful diviner machines may see through the currents of magnetic fluctuations in their blessed vigil and discover the mysteries of this emperor-forsaken planet. The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to the reports, the entire settlement is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. Your augurs detected the framework. The Temple District is situated at the heart of the city. The God Emperor's statue, intricately carved. Your people flooded the city like a tidal. It takes several trips to deliver the A lavishly decorated estate of the local ruler towers over rows of featureless bunkhouses. Several explorers perished from the cleverly hidden tripwires in the courtyard, but after losing their companions, the team easily disarmed the remaining traps in the estate. Anything of value has been promptly delivered to the rogue trader's vessel. The Lord Captain was even given an exquisite sword.
So we are plundering everything.
Lord Captain, permission to address you with a request. Our head chirurgeon is sabotaging the ship. Your vox. I hope you will agree that a single period of downtime is a small price to pay for the number of lives that will be saved and the increase in the crew's performance during other such outbreaks in the future. Not to mention the fact that we won't have to waste stimulants due to the afflicted using them as a crutch to offset their limited work capacity.
Is the officer in charge of all this matter of health on the ship? Do not interfere with his work. How do you intend to study this disease?
By gathering enough infected individuals together, letting the illness progress, comprehending its properties, and, finally, killing it. The disease goes through several stages, with each containing clues to its nature and vulnerabilities. The Voidsman will have to stay sick for some time until I discover the cure, assuming, of course, that the disease is reversible in its final stages.
Voidsmiths are not to be treated, put back to work. If you want test subject, tell the men-at-arms to provide you with the required numbers of convicts and other riffraff.
This may limit the potential of the study, but this approach is also acceptable. Should you require my services, you may find me on the bridge. Lord Captain, I bring dire news. A feud has broken out between the clans that maintain the Void Shield arrays. Rumor has it that the late Lady Theodora was seen on the lower decks, and so one of the families called for a rebellion against the usurper of the Void Ship. That is, you. So far, no one believes their mad tales, but unrest has begun at the fringes of the compartments. The ship's enforcers are ready to eliminate the instigating clan or pacify the entire Void Shield crew.
Find the
decision
source
is
of the
yours.
rumor, punish those responsible for it. I don't want any unnecessary deaths.
Lord Captain, as Seneschal Viserion would say, there are no innocents in such cases. The clans are endangering the entire Void Ship, tussling over a strange and obviously false rumor. If you so desire, I will convey your wishes to the enforcers later, but right now the unrest must be stopped, and the people returned to their direct duties or replaced.
Destroy the rebellious clan and replace them among the neighboring crews.
I'll see to it. When the Lord Captain arrived on the bridge during the warp jump, she found the on-duty officers in a state of utter confusion. They claimed they had been receiving orders from the bridge for several minutes, orders authorized by the rogue trader, but the Lord Captain had been absent. Curiously, the orders had been signed by the late
Yeah, no, there's some spooky shit going on the ship, clearly. Not dealing with those. Nope. Wait. Halfway done 2 jumps, so we need 4 jumps to do it. Okay. Auger anomaly. Auger anomaly. The Hunter Father's armor. What? Bundle strike. Regains all movement and can make an additional attack this turn. Okay, fair enough. We are jumping out of here. My thought right now is this. What am I going to do? We have Janus there.
Lord Captain, we have an emergency. We have received word that the messages we have received are incomplete and vague. Right away, Lord Captain.
Okay. We are going to deal with heretics. Heretics. Mind is losing the little sanity it had left.
The instrument terminal, an important part of the compartment's internal infrastructure, appears to be in working order.
And who now deigns?
Argent. At the.
Is that what? You are not, foolish child.
The strike passes through Theodora, who simply laughs scornfully.
Of course,
Abella.
Alas, my glorious voyage through life was ended in the dullest possible way, by death. A nuisance I staved off as long as I could.
Theodora's not.
I'm dead. I truly am Theodora, the me. What have I done with Idira?
Theodora laughs mockingly.
All I did was turn that little mutt from the fringes into a true servant of the Imperium. I gave her toys. Oh, wouldn't you like to know the...
Theodora wearily rolls her eyes.
You. I am here to seek retribution against all who failed me. My brainless crew. My useless officers. My pathetic servants, who turned their backs on their mistress in her darkest hour. And worst of all, you, my dear heir.
Fucking headset
You,
is
who have undeservedly
having a
claimed
hissy
the
fit.
warrant and everything else that is mine. I will drag it all to the warp with me, including you.
Okay, that is really annoying. Really? But it's working now, and I don't hear any fucking sparking. I don't know what was going on.
You will be rewarded.
Oh, good. Don't say no to that.
We are bound by the blood of
Labored,
martyrs.
stuttering growls and periodic rattling comes from beneath the casing.
Yeah. This is why psychics are fucking dangerous.
The Idira lets out a soldier. Argenta wordlessly swings her weapon up and aims it at Idira, who is struggling in the monster's hold. The Sister of Battle looks at her without a
Stop it.
Argenta wrinkles her nose at your shouted command and lowers the weapon by a few centimeters. But she does not put it away.
Idra, I'm your captain, not her. Listen to me and snap out of it.
Idira shudders and goes limp.
Damn it.
Theodora shoves the psyker away with a low snarl. The rogue trader's body begins to change, losing its human shape.
Chaos will devour you. It will devour everyone responsible for my death. Die. Die for the delectation of my lord.
Bella. Seb.
The other side awaits. I shall not fail. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Actions will speak louder than words. Let my fury rain down upon thee, and so shall it be done. Rejoice in service.
Okay. Ouch.
I'll do what it takes.
I will do my duty.
What is this foreboding?
Temporary.
Ouch. Okay, so blue horror.
the pain will subside.
With you at my side. Victory is within our
Faith
grasp.
siege is worthless.
The Omnipresent knows all, comprehends all.
Okay.
Request approved.
Look out!
I can do that with the right incentive.
I will not be deterred. Actions will speak louder than words. The Emperor commands.
As the
Really?
Emperor commands, I act.
Really?
I'll do it. As the Emperor...
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
Did that apply to you? Yep, it did. Fair enough. Put on healing.
Bye. It's time for them to run, my sweet. I can do that with the right incentive.
A dance of blades and shadows.
And so shall it be done. I will not be deterred. Your aid will not be forgotten.
Heritage be damned!
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Guided by faith! I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak.
My vassals serve. Setting target parameters for tech familiar unit.
Nice and lined up, huh?
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Don't get too cocky.
And so shall it be done. Actions will speak louder than words.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Tell me and it is done.
Rejoice in service. I will not be deterred.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless. That is not the Emperor's will.
What is done cannot be undone.
Okay.
In vain.
Tech familiar activated.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. It's the strafe ability. I can't do that.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Rejoice in service. Your corrupt way has failed you. Power resides in the will of the righteous. Your defiance is futile. You have been judged and found wanting.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Living on the edge. Two are better than one. Don't get too cocky. Never quite fair. Am I getting paid for this?
Which one is that? Take aim. Okay.
Death comes in silence, as honor ordained. Trust me. The shadows will see it.
Okay, good.
The Emperor has a step towards our ultimate victory.
Idira stares at you with... Argenta trains her weapon on Idira and watches you closely.
Isabella claims that you called her. Is that true?
Me. Did I? Yeah. I can barely remember. The voices, my old, good whispers, they suddenly turned red, sharp, they started cutting, tearing, ripping me to pieces. I cried out, I called for help, and she came.
Has
Idira
anything like
groans
this
and
happened
clutches
before?
her head.
Like this, never. Well, there was something, but it was different. It wasn't as strong, or as terrifying. Apparitions appeared. Mechanisms malfunctioned. The crew lost their minds.
Idira breaks off.
But Lady Von Valancius knew about that. She said it was a small price to pay, an acceptable expense.
Argenta grits her teeth.
This is not the first time this heretic has caused the death of her crew. Do you remember the incident on the mid-deck, Idira? What did those honest souls ever do to... Shut up.
Idira moans.
Quit your preaching, you're the worst out of everyone here.
The previous rogue trader has been seen on the ship recently. Was that your doing?
Yes, Zeb.
Idira bites her lip.
Ever since she died, since I first heard her voice in my head, the whispers have gotten louder. Clearer. Harder to resist.
You heard the warp whispering in your head, and you answered, are you insane?
You don't know what it's like, the most important person in your life, who's now gone forever, suddenly starts talking to you inside your head.
She falls silent for a moment. When she next begins to speak, it is in a barely audible whisper.
I know what you're thinking. During the warp jump, when Lady Theodora came out toward us, I keep thinking about that meeting. I keep blaming myself. Why didn't I divine it? Why didn't I stop her killer? These thoughts have been playing at the back of my mind, day after day, choking me with guilt, and do you know what? The one, on the officer's deck, I don't know what that was. But this time, here, this was the product of my guilt. An accuser straight out of my own mind.
So what am I supposed to do with you now?
Idira turns sharply to face you.
Zeb, I know after everything I've done, you have no faith in my willpower or my strength, but I can fix everything. It's just I'm not at my best, you see, but maybe we can find a way to replace my implants. Or some other remedy, a better one. Lady Von Valencia said that such a thing could be found, if not here, then elsewhere. I just didn't need it before, but we just need to find it. We need to figure out where to look for it, and we'll get it. And until then, I'll keep myself on a tight leash.
I want to help you, Idra. We'll think of something.
Idira covers her face with her hands and tries to hold back her sobs.
Thank you. You are making a mistake, Lord Captain. Perhaps you will find something to slow the decline, but it will not stop it.
No.
Only a miracle. Why? I've heard enough stories about ways of extending a psyker's life. But I don't think you'll like all of them.
Idira awkwardly shakes out her stained clothing.
I think I'd better, with your permission, Lord Captain.
She sways, takes a step back, and faints.
Lord Captain?
The Vox Master's shaking voice comes over the comm-bead.
I received a report that the shooting on the lower deck had stopped. I presume you have brought the situation under control. Awaiting further instructions.
I got rid of the warp illusions. Idra is alive. Bring her to the
You hear unconcealed relief in the Vox Master's voice.
Of course, Lord Captain. As you command.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Locked.
Knowledge has its limits.
Unlocked.
And done.
Perils of the warp. Okay, so not super things, but yeah.
Instead of regular symbols and numbers, the screens display slanted script, almost resembling handwriting, in an unknown language.
Okay.
With each step,
I must thank you, esteemed Magos. After your intervention, I feel 50 years younger. Both my knee implants are as good as new.
I agree to help out of respect.
That's funny. I feel 50 years older. Both my knees are working. What the... Still have the thing, like, I need something for that item slot. Yeah, that's a no-brainer to put on her. She's using a bolter. Actually having her be able to hit her single shots would be fucking amazing. Yeah, that's a heretical one, yeah. Okay. How are we here?
Lord Captain, the world of Foulstone has been upset by a conflict between the followers of the Order of the Hammer and the refugees from the Winterscale dynasty's domain. An argument broke out near the tomb of the renowned holy man Nicomedes Keefe, and the tomb was damaged in the fray. The pilgrims revering Keefe's rival, Philopimens of Malpi, claim Keefe to be a thief who had stolen the relics of Saint Cognatius and violated the sacred mystery of his resting place to sate his greed. The Order of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statements and the desecration of Keefe's burial site.
What does my advisor say?
For a group that has just arrived in a foreign realm, the Malpians' conduct is insolent at best. Penance should be imposed on them. We will send them on a pilgrimage to find the relics of Saint Cognatius and to learn the ways of Saint Keith. There was a similar theological dispute at the Fifth Ophelian Council, and the conflict between the two cults was resolved in sacred duel. 20 champions from each side came forward, both sides vowing to accept the victor's teachings if they lost. They believe that their faith is superior. Then let them prove it. Subject them to a severe test of faith. The Malpians have renounced the concept of possession. Their vows are true and similar to ours, but they lack humility and reverence for the dead. The blood-spun web could embrace their leaders. We could teach them. We could soothe the turmoil.
Fourth, try to negotiate coexistence. We shall allow Malfian to prove the strength of their conviction through several trials of faith. We already are minus efficiency. Yeah, we're getting that.
Let them show the weight of their words and teachings. 100 Malpians have volunteered to undergo the trial of faith. 62 have survived, proving the steadfastness of their beliefs and earning the respect of the Order of the Hammer. The indomitable teaching of Philopimens of Malpi laid down deep roots upon the hard soil of Foulstone. The followers of his teachings were zealous and determined.
Okay, that means we are 250 plus rep. Great. We're above there. It costs 3 profit factor. Right now we can't really spare the profit factor. That's a problematic thing. Blocks good tidings. Yes, we can only get one of those. People. Medium. People might actually be a problem. Expenses need to have higher. Selling the forgiveness of the ecclesiarchally can be significant revenue. Fellowship of the Void, heretical. We were doing this one, right? That's what we said. I want a favorite marker on this here as well. Okay. That can currently wait a bit. Okay. I'm going to do it like this. We're calling it for today. It's 2 hours, 40 minutes, somewhere around there. We're finished off a majority of Foulstone, what we can do currently. We got a few new things for us that actually I don't think I've actually made use out of before. This cloak is something I'm going to put on Abelard, and I think that's actually going to be fairly OP. That one. Yeah, Abelard is looking cool. And I'm at the stage now where I'm contemplating if we should switch out the weapon we have for him. Yeah. Harsh shove cost 1. That is good though. It's genuinely good that you have it just costing 1. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I want to wish everyone a good night. And I'm going to be back tomorrow. But I'm probably going to play with DK and Johnny then. Take care. Good night.